Dear atheist, as a theist, as a Christian, I want to ask you to stop doing 10 things, okay?
Hello, hello. This is why I say hello. I say hello. Oh, welcome to my video, all you people out there. And we're here to see this one guy who has 10 things that atheists should not say. Yeah. This video, I can guarantee you this is going to be a fun one, so you may want to, of course, share it on Facebook, Twitter, and Patreon, as I say in most of my videos in the beginning. But note, I am not going to be showing all of this video because I want to keep it within the 15-minute parameter. So, thank you, and let's get on to the video.
It's you and I.
10 things is what I'm imploring you to stop doing when talking to or debating with a Christian, someone like me. First off, stop claiming that theists or Christians have the burden of proof for proving God's existence.
One big problem. Theism is a positive claim, and positive claims require the burden of proof. Ooh, but he doesn't know that, does he? He thinks that the burden of proof belongs on us atheists, which it does not. Unless we're making a positive claim, which sometimes we aren't.
Second thing, please stop saying that Christians have a blind faith. There is nothing about Christianity that requires or even that God asks for a blind faith. We're told in the book of Romans, we're told in Psalm 19, creation bears witness to the Creator. We are told that the conscience and the law is written onto our hearts. And again, those provide evidences of a Creator. How blind faith works is non-existence. You put faith in something that you can't see, you don't have evidence for, and I don't believe that's the God of Christian Scripture. Matter of fact, with evidence, we have the same evidence. We have creation, we have the conscience, the abstract concepts of thought and love and things like that. So we take these evidences, it's called circumstantial evidence, indirect evidence, and we find out through abductive reasoning which is most reasonable to attribute this to a God or to material or naturalistic explanations. At the end of the day, you got to answer yourself one question. Did mind come from matter, or did matter come from mind?
Well, I hate to tell you this, but Christianity uses faith too, which is defined as a belief without reason or rationality. Also, I can't understand what it is with you Christians using the word creation to define nature. Now, here's the thing. Let me put it to you one thing. The thing is, you don't use creation to define nature when nature has been developed, not created, from what we know. All of science basically proves that nature has been developed, not created, so to speak. So you can't say that it's creation because it's not creation. Duh! It's nature. Stop using creation to define nature. Oh, that's a pet peeve of mine. It's just, but it is what it is.
The third thing, please stop denying the fact that you have a worldview. Okay? If you're an atheist, you may not have what's called an atheistic worldview, and I understand that, but you do hold to a secular worldview, one that is not of God and does not have God in it at all. With this worldview, it is not tenable. It is not livable in society because it breeds subjectivity and relativism. It doesn't show sacredness of human life like the Christian worldview does, that God created us, me and you, in His image. There's a sacredness, there's a sanctity of life.
Why do Christians have to put us atheists on their level, atheism is as much a worldview as nighttime is daylight. What the fuck? The only thing that I can see is being a worldview is atheism plus and maybe humanism, but I can't see atheism being a worldview. And I think you need to rethink what you're stating here.
4. Please stop saying evil disproves God. Because at best, the presence of evil would maybe discredit his character. It may show that he's a malevolent God. It may show that he's not loving and caring. But at very best, that is only disproving or discrediting his character. Which again, I could flip that right around on you and show how evil does point to a loving God.
I can tell you this. Evil may not disprove God, but science can, especially when the religious belief around the God contradicts science. Science is the big stick on whether a God can or cannot exist. The reason to why I state that is because science is the only way that we know reality is what reality is. You see, I've stated it before that if a God exists in reality, then by definition, because a God is defined as something that uses supernaturality or is supernatural, then it cannot be defined as a God anymore. It has to be defined as whatever, because it's not a God. It's something that exists within nature. And people don't understand this. Well, that's the end of my video. Sorry if it's so late. I've been having a lot of shit going on, you know. Christmas, and last week I wasn't feeling so good. Whole 9 yards hit. And, well, of course, I couldn't get my video out the way I wanted to. But if you like the video, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Patreon, and you can rate, comment, and subscribe. All the links are down in the description below. Peace out.